Hi crafters, today I'm going to show you this fun technique to make a sparkling rainbow using the Over the Rainbow stamp set. Just love this this technique. You could use it with other stamps as well. Now we're going to start out with a piece of just plain Whisper white cardstock, 4.5 by 3.25, and take your embossing buddy and give it a swipe. Now we're just going to use some Versamark ink and go ahead and ink up the rainbow stamp, the one with the emptied letters, the block letters, and we're going to go ahead and place that kind of centered on here. And then we will take just some kind of a tray, and we're going to do a little embossing here. Sprinkle on some of the silver embossing powder. So our next step on this card is going to be the actual coloring in of the letters. Okay, once we have all of this done, a paintbrush, a real fine paintbrush works good, or a little, I'm not even sure what these are called, I picked them up somewhere. Just something that you can spread the ink with. And I'm just taking my refill, Versamark refill, and make sure you can see this here. I'm just going to squirt a little bit on my thing, on whatever you're using for a brush. And just go ahead and work your way on top of all of your letters that you've just finished coloring in. Making sure that you get the Versamark ink covered on all of the spots that you're going to want your nice shiny glitter to stick. Now you don't have to take a lot of time doing this, but you do want to get it fairly well covered so that you have glitter in most areas. It's probably kind of hard to see on the video, but you can kind of see where the Versamark is and isn't. So then once you have all of that on, you're going to want to emboss again. Okay, so we have our heat and stick all nice and sticky here, and next we're going to add our iridescent ice. So we'll just shake on the iridescent ice. Wipe off the excess. And I usually have a handy dandy little brush here to kind of brush this away. One other thing you can remember when you're heat embossing, if your card starts to curl from the heat, just go ahead and flip it over and heat a little bit on the back side. It'll kind of straighten out that curl. Okay, so now we have our rainbow. Now, to add our words, if you're going to be doing several of them, here's a kind of a neat trick. So you're going to take your words and go ahead and lay them down where you want them. So just kind of arrange them in place and then lay your block on top of them. So it's kind of a neat way, you know, you have them both in at one time. You can go ahead and stamp away. Say you wanted to make, you know, a dozen of these cards to sell, or, I don't know, Christmas cards, not necessarily the rainbow ones. And then you're just going to go ahead and stamp. And then I like to take one of the colors from my rainbow and use as a mat, and this is just a 1/4 inch bigger all the way around, so it's going to be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then go ahead and layer that on a card base. Thanks for stopping by the Roost, and I'd love to have you come to one of my classes here. Just check out my class schedule, or if you want to purchase the supplies for this card, they were all listed in the video.